love shopping. Summertime means wedding season. You've got your something old, new, borrowed, and blue, but there is one more must-have. Our favorite lawyer, Bobbie Celler, has more.
Thank you, ladies. This may be the month of marriage, but before you step down the aisle, you may want to have the love of your life sign a prenup. In today's Life, Love, and the Law, I'll dispel some of those myths and truths when it comes to prenups and expose some celebrity prenups in the process. Let's start with a couple of myths. Prenuptial agreements are only for the wealthy. The reality is only 2 to 3% of the overall population is wealthy, and prenuptial agreements apply to anyone else. Even those wealthy people didn't have the wealth in the beginning, for the most part. They had a dream, they followed it through, and they became wealthy. So my best advice for the viewers at home is, if you do have a dream, I think you know that you're going to make it, then you might want to get a prenup or speak to your potential spouse about it. Now, myth number 2 is whether or not a prenup can dictate sexual habits. Unfortunately, for many married couples, sex is like a chore, and you can't have a prenup based on chores or sex contracts like those dealing with a prenuptial agreement. They're against public policy, and they're illegal in pretty much all states. So one of the questions we're asked is, what happens to those marital assets if you don't even have a prenup? And the answer is, it depends on what state you live in. California, for instance, is a community property state where the courts might divide it up 50-50. But New York and Florida is an equitable distribution state, and the courts will look at many factors, such as the duration of your marriage, the amount of assets, and the contributions to those assets before they divvy up your assets. Now, here are some deets on some of your favorite celebs who have some crazy prenups. Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel have a prenup that gives her $500,000 if Justin cheats. Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones have a prenup where he has to pay her $2 million after marriage, and he would also have to pay her $5 million if he cheats. And Beyonce and Jay-Z, it's reported, have a prenup whereby he has to pay her $25 million after 15 years of marriage and $5 million per kid. So at the end of the day, you want to speak with an attorney, especially a divorce attorney, about what your rights are. Now, if you have any other questions regarding divorce, personal injury, immigration, or foreclosure, email me at questions@cellerlaw.com. That's questions@cellerlaw.com. Or text me at 22333 with your question, keyword seller. That's 22333 with your question, keyword seller.